What if the man who spent years trying to destroy a family finally realized he had only destroyed himself? And what if the people he hurt the most became the ones who healed the fastest? This is the ending no one saw coming. 2 years have passed since Nathan Price was taken to prison after confessing every crime he had committed. The kidnapping, the drugging, the threats, the conspiracy that nearly tore a family apart. He admitted all of it, accepted the consequences, and for the first time in his life stopped trying to justify his choices. But the world kept asking the same question: can a man like Nathan truly change? Inside a maximum security prison in Alberta, Nathan sat at a small metal table early in the morning, reading a book on restorative justice. The quiet hum of the prison moved around him, but he felt strangely calmer than he had ever been. His hair had turned grayer, his face looked older, but something deeper had changed. The anger that once lived behind his eyes was gone. A young inmate he had been mentoring walked over to him with a hopeful smile. "Ready for group therapy?" Nathan nodded. "Yes, let's go." For 2 years, he had attended every class, every therapy session, every program that pushed him to face the damage he caused. He helped other inmates with their studies. He stayed out of trouble. He listened instead of argued. Slowly, the guards stopped seeing him as a threat and began seeing him as someone trying to rebuild what remained of his life. During group therapy that day, Nathan asked to speak. He looked around at the circle men who were broken in different ways, men trying to become better even while living behind bars. "I don't feel hatred anymore," he said. "For years, anger controlled everything I did. I blamed the Bordens for my misery, even though it was my own choices that ruined my life. I wasted so much time wanting revenge. Now all I feel is regret and relief, because I'm finally done carrying all that poison." The therapist asked him what changed. "Time," he said softly, "facing myself honestly. And my son, Ethan, visited every month, showing up even when Nathan felt he didn't deserve it. Each visit chipped away at the walls Nathan had spent decades building. Watching Ethan build a life without hatred showed him what real strength looked like, and slowly, day by day, Nathan chose different. That night, he sat in front of the small television in the common room. The Olympics had begun, and show jumping was about to start. Ethan had told him that Georgie Fleming Morris, someone from the family Nathan had tried to destroy, was competing. Nathan didn't know how he'd feel watching her. Maybe jealousy, maybe bitterness, but what he felt surprised him. Pride. Pride for a girl who had survived everything he did to her family and still rose higher than he ever imagined. Hundreds of miles away, life at Heartland Ranch had healed in its own quiet way. The barns were repainted, the pastures bright, the horses healthy. There were clients coming in daily. Laughter returned to places where fear once lived. The ranch had not only recovered, it had grown even stronger. Amy worked with a difficult rescue horse, steady and sure. Ty watched from the doorway, the softness in his eyes saying more than any words could. "You're amazing," he told her. "I'm just doing what I love." They walked back toward the house, thinking about their trip to New York for the Olympics. The past 2 years had been kind, giving them space to breathe, rebuild, and remember who they were before the chaos Nathan brought into their lives. At home, a video call rang. Lindy appeared from her university dorm room, smiling brightly. She talked about her exams, her excitement for the Olympics, and then she slipped. "He's never been to New York before." Ty and Amy froze. "He?" Her face turned bright red. After some teasing and back and forth, she finally admitted she had been dating a kind engineering student named Daniel. Her parents were shocked for a moment, then proud and amused. Their daughter was growing up. 3 days later, New York was alive with Olympic energy. People filled the streets, flags hung from buildings, and the show jumping venue buzzed with excitement. The entire family gathered: Lou, Peter, Katie, Shane, Chloe, Lisa, all ready to support Georgie. A surprise came when Ethan walked into the stands. Katie's smile when she saw him said everything. Their relationship had been slowly rebuilt, piece by piece, trust forming again after years of damage. Ethan greeted Ty and Amy with genuine warmth, something none of them could have imagined years ago. When asked about his father, Ethan explained, "He's doing well. Better than I've ever seen him. He's actually trying. The family listened quietly, knowing healing comes slowly but steadily. Then the lights dimmed. The show-jumping finals were about to begin. Georgie waited at the entrance of the arena, Phoenix shifting beneath her with controlled power. She looked calm, strong, ready. When her name was announced, the entire Canadian section erupted in cheers. She started the course with perfect rhythm. Every jump clean, every turn sharp, every moment controlled. As she approached a triple combination, the crowd held its breath. Many riders had failed here, but Georgie and Phoenix flowed through it like they had practiced it 1,000 times. Emotion shook the family. Ty held Amy's hand tightly. Lou wiped at her eyes. Katie jumped up and down, screaming her support. The second-to-last jump cleared easily. One jump remained the tallest on the course. Georgie steadied Phoenix. He gathered strength, and together, they soared. Clear, perfect, fastest time of the day. The stadium exploded. People cheered wildly, waving flags, crying, hugging strangers. 3 riders came after her, but none could match her performance. Georgie Fleming Morris won Olympic gold. Tears streamed down Amy's face. Ty kissed the top of her head. Lisa cried openly. The family who had survived so much pain stood together, celebrating a victory that meant more than medals. Later that night, they all gathered at a restaurant, sharing stories, laughter, dreams about the future. Ty looked around the table and felt something he hadn't felt in years: complete peace. Back in his cell, Nathan watched a replay of Georgie's winning round. He saw the joy on the family's faces, the people he had once tried to hurt. Instead of anger, he felt a warm sense of acceptance. "They look happy," another inmate said beside him. "They are, and I'm glad they are," Nathan replied. "For the first time, I can say that without lying to myself." When he returned to his cell, he wrote a letter to Ethan. He told him he had watched a competition. He told him the family he once hated deserved every success they had. And he meant every word. That night, for the first time in his life, he felt true peace. In New York, Ty and Amy stood together on their balcony, looking out at the bright city. "We survived everything Nathan threw at us," Amy said softly. "We didn't just survive," Ty replied. "We rebuilt." They talked about forgiveness, about how change takes time, about how their family was stronger than ever. Jack once told them that the best revenge is living well. And tonight, standing together under the shimmer of city lights, they finally understood what he meant. The family slept soundly that night, Georgie's gold medal glimmering on her nightstand, Lindy texting Daniel good night, Katie and Ethan whispering about their future, Lou and Peter planning a celebration back home. Their story wasn't perfect. Their past was full of scars, but they had built something beautiful out of the ruins. And in a quiet Alberta prison cell, Nathan Price, once filled with hatred, finally let go of everything that had consumed him. The cycle was broken. The war was over, and everyone at last had found their ending.